Okay, hopefully I'm in focus. Anyways, I have been editing my reading vlog from last week. I am currently in the process of watching through it one last time and catching stuff just before I export it and everything. Editing took a little longer than I thought because I tried to do certain things and then realized I didn't know how to do them, so I just didn't end up doing them. Once I'm done watching through the rest of this video, I'm going to take a shower and wash my hair because my hair, I don't think it looks greasy on camera. As far as I can see, like in the viewfinder, it doesn't look greasy, but it feels greasy and I need to wash it. So I'm gonna go do that and then I'm going to read because today's been a weird day. I knew that I started out knowing that it was Monday, but then halfway through I convinced myself it was Tuesday and I had to go pick up my library books, but it's not Tuesday. So I guess I don't know what day it is at all, ever. I am enjoying The Night Circus. I haven't read any more than what I did last week. I got to page 106 last night and it's currently sitting on my nightstand over there. And there's a part of me that can't believe it took me this long to actually get to the book because I'm really enjoying it. I'm really enjoying the story. I like the characters. I'm excited to see where the plot's gonna go. As far as I can tell, there's more magic in this than I thought there would be. I know, so this is classified as magical realism, but it seems more like an urban fantasy to me. I'm not sure where that, this is one of those conversations where I've tried to explain to my roommate what magical realism and urban fantasy are and what the distinctions are, and this feels more like what I would classify as urban fantasy, but it's magical realism. So I can see where it's more magical realism than urban fantasy, but I'm, not really entirely sure where the plot is going or how the magical realism is playing into it to make it more magical realism than urban fantasy, if that makes any sense. I feel like that's not making any sense. I'm confusing myself. But I'm enjoying the book and I like what's happening right now, so I really want to continue with that once I am, done with editing and have freshly washed hair and everything. Also, as awkward as I feel filming around other people, I'm going to make, this lady just is doing squats at the crosswalk outside. That was weird. I don't know what was going on, but she was just doing squats. Anyways, my roommate has agreed that it would be fun to do some videos with me, so, she might make an appearance on my channel for the first time ever, and I'm actually going to start vlogging around her. Even though I feel really awkward about it, I'm going to do it because you guys need to see more of the apartment than just my room and my bathroom all the time, and I'm sure it'll be interesting to see more than just this space. I'm going to start vlogging around my roommate. I have no idea how I'm going to vlog with this DSLR yet because I'm not very strong, and like I said, I prefer manual focus, which means I'm pretty sure currently I'm out of focus. Give me 1 second. Okay, there, I should be in focus now. I don't know, this filming with the DSLR is new for me, so I'm going to be messing around with it a lot and kind of trying to figure out how exactly I want to get it done, because looking at myself in the viewfinder right now, I do look out of focus. But when I zoomed in, I was perfectly in focus. So, none of this has to do with reading. But I'm gonna go finish editing and uploading this video, take a shower, read, and you guys will get to meet my roommate today. Okay, believe me, I know the lighting in my room is pretty bad. I can't change the light bulb, which is frustrating, but nice thing about filming with the DSLR, I can prop it up against a blanket and film while I'm laying on my bed. It's 10:30, but it feels like midnight, and I haven't read yet. I was going to, and then if you remember anything about my last few videos, I've just kind of been spiraling into a hole of old Dan and Phil videos. The past months, basically all of October has kind of been that. It's not necessarily a good or bad thing, it's just a thing that's been a little distracting me from reading right now. I am currently watching one of their old videos about them moving out of their old apartment, which was 3 years ago. Does it make me happy? Yeah, because I really miss their joint content. But what I'm trying to say is I haven't read. I want to, but I also want to go to bed. But I also want to spend the next 6 hours watching old Dan and Phil videos. But I want to read because tomorrow I'm gonna go pick up my library books. Fingers crossed. Crossing my fingers that while I'm asleep, I will get an email that Volume 2 and Volume 5 are on their way. Or have arrived. I don't know. It just... Crossing both my fingers that while I'm asleep, I will get an email saying that Volume 2 and 5 are at the library and I can pick them up tomorrow too, because how am I supposed to read the whole series if I only have 1, 3, 4, and 6? How am I supposed to do that? Anyways, I'm gonna watch this video and then I'm actually gonna read. That's what I'm gonna do. Okay, so I feel the need to prove to you guys that I actually have a life outside of my room, but also that I have a roommate. So, meet my roommate. Say hi.
Hi.
I hope it's focusing on you. I don't know how to get it to focus when it's like in video mode.
I don't like sensitive information.
That's fine. But the camera just decided to lower itself. You know what? Let's not do that. It's too heavy for this weak little tripod. But
Gains, Charmaine, that's why you need to go to the gym.
look, I carried all those eggs.
She doesn't go with me to the gym.
You went once.
That's one more time than you did.
Who carried all the groceries today?
Well, fine.
Anyways, this is my regular evening update to say that I haven't read anything. I brought my book out and I was gonna read, but then we called my former roommate who lives in Virginia now, and we ended up talking with her for like over 2 hours, and then I had to finish up my blog post, and then it took me a really long time to finish eating my apple pie for some reason, because I'm a slow eater. That is my telling you that... Oh, actually, no, I did get my library books. Hold on. I'm gonna go find my library books. Okay, I actually got my library books today, which means I now have... This is the wrong volume. I have volume 1 of Lock and Key. After... It's literally been a month, Jenny, that I've been waiting for this.
There's a street cleaner truck outside.
Really?
Look. It's so cool.
Okay, so I have volume 1 of Lock and Key. It's a little ripped on the side, and I don't know why, but it makes me feel sad because people shouldn't rip their library books. But now I can actually start the series after waiting a whole month for it and still not having number 2. But I have number 6, so I can just read 1, 3, 4, 6 because I don't have 2 or 5. You know, maybe by the time, like, it'll probably be Thanksgiving by the time these books actually get to me. And then I have My Dark Vanessa, which I associate with my English professor because, like I said, he almost didn't come to class one day so that he could read this book, which is the most English professor thing you could ever do. So I tweeted him about this and told him that I finally got it and that I was going to read it, and he got really excited, which is the only time he's ever acknowledged me on Twitter. So anyways, I don't think I'm actually going to get to this until November because I want to start and finish Lock and Key, well, as much as I can, and then read more of The Night Circus tonight and finish that. I'll probably only read like 20 or 30 pages because I do also want to go to bed before midnight. So yeah, as far as reading updates go, as usual, it's late and I just haven't read anything. At this point, should I even update when I haven't read anything? If I don't update, then you guys are still only going to get like 2 days of log footage of when I actually read. But at least you know that I actually have a roommate now and that I do have a living room and I don't just live in a room by myself with my Pikachu.
No, she lives in a room by herself with her Pikachu.
Okay, sentient voice just talking. The voices in my head are real and you can all hear them too. So what does that say about you?
For a second there I thought you were pointing at me and I was very confused.
I mean, yes, if you can hear the voices in my head, I don't know what that says about you.
I would be concerned.
I like how you're not concerned about me having voices in my head. You're concerned that you can hear the voices in my head. I'm fine, we're fine, everything's fine.
We're going a little crazy.
Yeah,
Don't
maybe
lie
just
to
a
your
little.
viewers.
Yeah. Okay, so see, yesterday we went grocery shopping, and on the way back, a cute guy ran past us.
Oh my gosh.
And where we live, there are no cute guys, so this is like a unicorn. Both of us noticed, didn't say anything until we walked way past him.
It's because I made eye contact with him.
You did?
We stared each other down. Just looked at him.
You did?
And then we both looked away and we looked back at each other. And he spat on the floor. And then he like tried to like act cool and then like spat on the floor and then kept running. Or like no, then we walked past him and then he crossed.
I didn't realize you made eye contact with him. I saw him spit on the floor, but I was just
No, before he like bent like over to like catch his breath.
I totally didn't know that. Well, okay, so that's probably why we're never gonna see him again, because he's never gonna run by again. He's like, oh man, the one day I ran by these two girls and I spat on the floor and one of them stared me down. But
I was like, man, I should have like winked at him or something.
as he was spitting, yeah.
No, when he was standing there first, like when he first like looked at us, I should have like stared him down and like winked at him, and then like turned away and we like kept walking. But then like brushed my shoulder off, man.
Okay, we've been too isolated from people to be that smooth.
True.
But
I mean, like.
See, that's why I said you would have winked at him as he was spitting. It'd be like that awkward moment. But the funny thing was we both thought of the same TikTok star when we saw him. Anyways, there's not enough cute guys around us. So if anyone has cute guys that they don't want, please send them to Maryland, because we'll take them.
Really?
Okay, well, I should probably go read instead of just sitting here and staring into this camera, and I'm gonna go read. Hey guys, so I have not done any reading yet, but I took some bookstagrams because I wanted to try something new. Everyone's doing like the sweater and book thing, and I was feeling really left out, so I decided to hop on that train and get some of those photos taken. I also just needed some new photos in general, and I have The Night Circus with me. I read about 20 pages last night, I think. Yeah, I'm on page 142 now, and I'm still enjoying it. This is one of those books where like I don't think you should go into it knowing a ton, which is a little confusing at first, but the story is really wonderful. And it's pretty easy to find your way into the story, like once you've gotten past the first couple of chapters. I'm kind of waiting for two different storylines to come together because I feel like they're they're surrounding kind of the same location. It has to do with the circus itself, which the Night Circus, the one that only appears at night, it has to do with that, but I'm not exactly sure when or how that's going to come together yet, so I'm excited to see where that goes. I do want to start Lock and Key today. Hold on, give me a second while I go grab it. I want to start Lock and Key today because I figured I can get started on this, and then whenever the second one comes in, I can binge through kind of the rest of them. Hopefully 2 and 5 come in soon. Would really like to read them before the month is over, but it's Wednesday, and I don't know if that's gonna happen. Man, my reading plans just really went out the window this month. But I want to start this. It's not a very thick graphic novel, as you can see. The art style is beautiful, I can already tell you that. I haven't seen much in this specific art style. There are a couple of webtoons I followed that have something similar to this, but like none quite like this, so I'm excited to dive into that. And I don't really actually know what the plot of this is, except that there are 3 kids who I think are orphaned? I feel like in a story like this you have to be orphaned, right? Anyways, I think they go to this house called Lovecraft Manor. Yeah, welcome to Lovecraft. And they find keys to doors that lead to other dimensions, and there's like bad, scary stuff in the other dimensions. Once I'm done with this, I want to watch the Netflix show because I've heard decent things about it. I'm terrible with horror, so I don't know if I will be able to make it through more than a couple episodes, but I want to at least give it a try. So I want to read this today too. And yeah, those are kind of my reading plans for the day. I will update you guys when I've actually read something. Okay, so the camera is balancing really precariously on the tripod on my bed because I realized I needed to update you guys. So I read the first volume of Lock and Key today. I was missing the first 32 pages, so here, let me show you. If you open it, so that's like the cover page, and it immediately is on page 32. I'm sure you probably can't see that entirely, but yeah, that's not the beginning of the story. I also love how the artwork and the colors work beautifully with the story. There are very few bright colors. In fact, I think blood is the only bright color in this whole story. Everything else is very muted, it's very earth toned, and I really, really enjoy that. So as I was reading, like, I had an interesting time with it because the story is told kind of weirdly, I would say. So it's told mostly from the youngest child's perspective as he befriends someone on the property. He befriends an echo who's at the bottom of a well. He's telling her a lot of the things that led up to what is currently happening, and then it goes from there, but it also occasionally switches to other characters in the story, and sometimes it flashes back and forth again a little bit from past to present, so you do have to be very conscious of what's going on in order to grasp when the timeline changes and when things are different, because it's not always entirely apparent immediately, but as you go on with the story, like, you do realize it more and more. So I'm really enjoying this. I'm obviously still waiting for volumes 2 and 5 to come in. I really at this point don't think they'll be in this week, but when they are in, I want to read them. I renewed my copies that were expiring, or so that I could have them. I might renew them again depending on when 2 and 5 get in, but I want to like binge the series when I'm done, which will probably happen during NaNoWriMo next month. But I'm really enjoying this so far. It is definitely one of those stories that, like, it's not for everyone. It's kind of gruesome. Like, here's a spoiler. Yeah, it's pretty graphic, I would say. Not overly graphic. There's a bunch of stuff that's implied, but there are pretty gruesome, like, murder scenes. One of the characters is very not okay. He's been abused his entire life, and you can understand why he is the way he is. It's not necessarily his fault. He's been manipulated a lot. That definitely makes for some uncomfortable and gruesome scenes, especially with the fact that he's only 17. I would say if you're gonna read this, there is trigger warnings for abuse, murder, bullying, vomiting if that makes you feel weird, alcoholism. Did I already say rape? I think I said rape. Name calling, swearing. Yeah, there's trigger warnings for a lot of stuff in here. That's my thoughts on this. And I didn't read any of the Night Circus today because I just didn't really feel like it after reading Lock and Key. Not that the book put me in a different mood or anything. I just watched a lot of Kim Possible today. So yeah, that's kind of where I am right now. I am going to finish the Night Circus before the month is over. It's already past midnight right now, so it's Thursday, which means I have 3 more days to finish the Night Circus, which can be done pretty easily. But yeah, I just wanted to give you guys a bit of an update on my thoughts and feelings on Lock and Key, because I've been talking about how much I want to read these books for a while, and if I like these enough, I think I might buy myself the box set, because if I like them, it's probably something I'll reread and might recommend to other people, but we'll have to see how I feel about the rest of the series, and first they have to get to me. So yeah, that's what I have for you guys tonight. Okay, hopefully this is in focus. I don't know, I'm still messing between manual and autofocus, but Jemmy is at the gym and I'm sitting outside waiting for salmon to thaw because I didn't take that out early enough. So I'm going to be reading a little bit of the Night Circus in the meantime. I didn't read any of this yesterday, as I think I mentioned last night, because I read the first volume of Lock and Key, and I know I have Lock and Key on the way, like the second volume on the way from the library, but I did find a technically illegal copy online from a comic book site that I am tempted to read because I want to continue in the series, but I also want the physical copy because it's just so much easier to read graphic novels in physical form as opposed to online. So I'm gonna hold out on that, even though I really don't want to, because I really just want to know how the rest of the story goes. I'm gonna wait. I still have to write my review for it. I still have to write my review for Addie LaRue as well. While I wait for the salmon to thaw and while Jeremy's at the gym, I'm gonna sneak in a couple chapters of the Night Circus. I am on page 142, and I'm that much into the book. I want to try to get halfway, if not more, into the book by the end of tonight. I had some work to do for my mom earlier, but that took less time than I thought it would, so I'm going to read now and just wait for the salmon to thaw. I wanted to pause this little thing real quick because it just occurred to me that one of the like characters, sort of, he's a mentor in this book. His initials are supposedly AH and his first name's Alexander. And now that I've thought of it, I can't unthink of it as Alexander Hamilton. Hamilton was dead by this point, but I like the idea that Hamilton was orchestrating secret magic competitions from, well, what would be his grave. But yeah, I thought that was an important thing for you guys to know. Anyways, I'm going to go back to reading now. Okay, hopefully I'm in focus, but while I was reading, I got a text that my Owl Crate edition of Addie LaRue is here, so I'm actually going to go downstairs right now and go grab that because it's here! It was supposed to come in last month, I think? Beginning of this month, something like that, but it's here, I got the text, and I'm so excited, so I'm going to go grab that. Okay, hopefully I'm in focus. I'm trying to give myself as much room as possible, and I'm sorry, I realized you can hear the vent and the dishwasher going on in the background, but that's the best I can do right now. So I just picked up my Owl Crate box. I'm really excited. Yeah, I'm gonna open it for you guys and let you guys see my actual reactions live on camera. So hopefully everything in the background isn't too bad and I figured out a way to make things sound better audio-wise, and please don't do this with scissors. I think that was the only piece of tape. Okay, this is a pretty hefty box. I did change before I went out. As you might have noticed, I'm wearing Christmas dog pajama pants, and thank goodness I changed into jeans before running downstairs because the mail guy was actually downstairs. So it would have been really weird if I ran into him with an avocado shirt and with French bulldog wearing Christmas hat pants. Anyways, also I really hope I'm in focus. I actually don't know. It's a little too far for me to tell even with my contacts in. But okay, so I'm going to open this. I wish there was a way for me to show you guys at a better height what this looks like. Hold on, just give me 1 second. I'll figure out a better angle for you guys. Okay, hopefully I'm in focus. I don't actually know. I can't really tell. It looks like I'm in focus from the viewfinder, but I can't tell. Here's my Owl Crate box. Okay, so I'm going to open it. It's pretty hefty. It's a decent weight. Ooh. Oh man, okay, I better not spill any of this paper stuff, because this stuff. Okay, so first thing I see is the spoiler card, and underneath there's oh my gosh, there's already a pin. There's already a pin. I'll show you guys more close-up stuff of this, but there's a pin that says a story is an idea wild as a weed, and I love this. Oh, it's so pretty. Okay, so this card tells you everything that's in the box and who made it and everything, so I will be looking at this at the end. I'm going to put this to the side for now. First thing, I think, is the book. I'm not sure. No, it's not the book. It's a little box. It says Owl Crate. Perpetual wooden calendar. Okay, I have to open this. There's 4 minutes left on my salmon, so I have to go check on that too. But it's a wooden calendar, which I'm assuming means one of those block things that you can just change. This is where you guys will find out that I'm really bad at opening packages and stuff. I don't want to rip this box. It's so pretty. Hold on. I can put this to the side and work on this guy. And hopefully I haven't been showing you guys my mailing address or anything like that, because that would be really bad. It's really pretty, I can tell you that. It's bubble wrapped, and I can give that to my roommate because Jenny loves. It's so pretty. Oh my gosh, guys. This is totally worth the wait for Owl Crate, because one of the reasons why they had some issues getting this out in time was because they were waiting on stuff. I guess I should have said this was a spoiler for Owl Crate's unboxing for Addie LaRue. It's so pretty. I'm not gonna open all of it right now because it's gonna fall, but it's wood and rose gold, and that is just, it's so pretty. So next thing is, okay, there's a smaller box here. It looks like a necklace, maybe? It's a ring page holder. Keep your thumb in the middle and hold the book open, and it says Once Upon a Time in English and in French because of Addie, she's French. That's so cute. Oh my gosh. For a second I thought this was like a wooden compass thing, which didn't make any sense, but this makes more sense. Okay, I'm gonna put this back in the box because I'm gonna lose it. And then there's another little box. Little box? Not so little box. A long box. Ooh, it's a travel mug. I'm excited. What could this possibly? Oh, this is nice. It's from The Last Word, which is the bookstore that Henry works at. Oh my gosh! And it says, books she has found are a way to live 1,000 lives or to find strength in a very long one. I love this! Oh my gosh! Ooh, it's so nice. I have a travel mug. I have 2 travel mugs already, but I'm definitely going to be using this because this is just cool. Like, I own something from The Last Word. I'm going to stop this for 1 sec and go check on my salmon, but I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Once again, pretty sure I'm in focus. Can't entirely tell because my eyesight's not that great. What else do I have in the box? I feel like this messy unboxing is just a metaphor for how my life is going. Also, I'm trying really hard not to get any of these little paper things on the ground because I know they're a pain to clean up. Okay, there's, oh my gosh, it's a journal. Oh, I'm never gonna use this, it's too pretty. And there's all this dust on it. It says, what a luxury to tell one story to be read and remembered. It's so pretty. Look at it. And there are rose gold gilded edges, which of course you can see the little shine there. That's so nice. How to use this 3-year journal. Dang. Pages of this journal correspond to a single day of the year. On each you'll find 3 sections that allow you to record small notes, memories, and thoughts for every day over the next 3 years. This is so pretty. Oh my gosh. I am literally never going to use this, but well, no, I feel like I should try. I feel like in honor of Addie, I should try to actually use this. Am I going to be able to keep up with this for 3 years? I have no idea, but this is so nice. And of course it started from 2021, so like this is so pretty. And of course that's a little owl crate on the back too. And okay, I think that's it before the book. Your wooden page holder. Oh, there's a candle. There's a candle in here somewhere. Oh, I found it. It was hiding under the paper. Oh my gosh, I've been wanting to try an Alchemy and Ink candle because it's all over Bookstagram and I know people really love it. So this is specifically for the book, and it says, he is the darkness she met that night. Feral magic in a lover's form. I can't read cursive apparently. Let's see what this smells like. Ooh. It's like dark and musty. It smells a little, it says forest, earth, wood smoke, and night. You can definitely smell the wood smoke. If you've read the book, this is definitely what I imagine Luke would smell like. So the last thing that I have in here is the book, and I can already feel it. Oh my gosh, there's also, oh look, I'm getting so distracted by little things I find. There's a little Spotify playlist here for Addie LaRue that was curated specially for that. So I have like a little code to listen to music that's curated for Addie LaRue. I'm pretty sure Victoria curated this herself. But last thing is the book, and I can feel it. It's an exclusive book cover designed by @paperbackbones on Instagram, and it has a ribbon bookmark and exclusive end papers. It has rose gold foil as well. Okay. Oh, this is so pretty. And it's a signed edition. Oh, it's so pretty. Oh, everything looks so nice. Okay, it's a little dented, but considering how quickly it got here, I'm not mad about that. This is so pretty. Look, just the rose gold. And of course the bookmark has to be black because what other color would it be? It's a little dusty on the inside. It's okay. Nothing I can't fix just by blowing on it. Ooh. So the end pages aren't that different from the Barnes & Noble edition, but they're a different color. It's so pretty! So pretty, I'm gonna die! Wow, okay. So, with everything, that was definitely worth the wait of, I'm pretty sure this is supposed to get to me in September, but I'm okay with the fact that I had to wait for this. Editing me will figure out what is and isn't a spoiler. So yeah, that's everything that came in the box, and I'm really happy with all of it. Everything is super cute, and I have no idea where I'm gonna put this pin, but I will figure out a spot. It'll probably sit on my bookshelf like my Illumicrate pin does. Also, this candle, never gonna light it because I apparently just never light candles that I own.
This is true.
Yeah, I have, this will be number 5 that's sitting in my room that I haven't lit. At some point, I will light them, but I always just end up forgetting. It's just, it smells so good. Mmm.
She's secretly a candle hoarder.
Not so secretly a candle hoarder. This just smells so nice. If I end up burning this one, I hope that it becomes a regular thing in Alchemy and Ink because I know I'm gonna want more of this because it just in the jar it already smells so good. Okay, anyways, food is ready, so I'm gonna go eat because I'm hungry. So yesterday, after unboxing everything, which I'm so excited about, I'm actually gonna do a little photo shoot for everything. I have to take some Bookstagram photos. I have my wrap up for the month that I need to take photos of, and then I'm just gonna take a bunch of new Addie LaRue photos for the unboxing, and also because I have 3 copies and I think it's going to be a lot of fun to just play around with that. I did read more of The Night Circus last night. I got about halfway into the book and I think I can very easily just split up the other half between today and tomorrow. I don't foresee my library holds of volume 2 and 5 of Lock and Key coming in the next couple of days, so I'm just going to finish The Night Circus and say that I read 5 books for the month because I mean, 10 books was a really ambitious goal in the first place, but that, with all the hold up with library books coming in and everything, honestly, 5 books is pretty good too. It's not as good as last month, but like 5 books is pretty good. So I'm gonna go take some photos now, and then I do want to spend more time today prepping my NaNoWriMo novel, which I still have to do because it's the 30th. So I have like less than 48 hours before NaNoWriMo starts, and that's definitely going to have an effect on my reading, though I don't know how much, so I'm not going to plan for a huge TBR for November, but you guys will get to see what that's like anyways as I balance my writing with my reading and with everything else that's going on in my life at that time. Okay, so last week's reading week went pretty well. I read the first volume of Lock and Key, and I read all of The Night Circus, which I really enjoyed. So it was a pretty good reading week, I would say, all in all. I gave Lock and Key about 4 out of 5 stars, I think, and Night Circus got 5 out of 5 stars too. I will link my monthly wrap-up in the description down below if you want to check that out, just to see my thoughts on what I read this month and how I felt about everything. So yeah, I would say it wasn't an eventful reading week necessarily, but reading The Night Circus was a beautiful experience, and I definitely really enjoyed all of that. Reading it made me really happy, and I'm glad I finally got to it after 6 years. I still think you should go into it not knowing much. As little as possible is preferable because that's how I went into it, and I really enjoyed the experience of that. I think had I known a little more, I'm sorry, the lighting is just windows and clouds and shifting lighting. Problems with natural light. Hopefully this isn't too bad for you guys. I think had I known more about the story, I would have enjoyed it a little less, but barely knowing anything about it really allowed me to immerse myself in the story and lose myself there and really experience it alongside the characters who were trying to find out what was going on in their lives as well. So to save you guys from this horrendous lighting, I'm going to end this video right here. I've already started next week's reading vlog, and I have to get to editing because that's gonna take me a while. I think I have a few more vlog clips than I usually do, so I'm just gonna go get to editing all this and putting it together. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Let me know how many books you guys read in October, what you enjoyed, what was your favorite, what was your least favorite, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.